welcome to A Work in Progress. My name is Lena Shipuata. I'm so excited to be joining you guys today. Now, on my right, I'm joined by somebody that is making waves in the industry right now. She's my friend, of course. She just came off fresh from the Miss Namibia stage. She's also a lecturer. She's a model. She's doing so much. Ladies and gentlemen, virtual claps for AINA RAIZA Cuello. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
I'm okay, man. Chill.
You look like a superstar today. I love it. I love this look.
What do you mean look like?
Yes.
I am a superstar.
I love it for you.
Thank you. You look lovely as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, you're fresh off the Miss Namibia stage. Tell me a little bit about your journey towards Miss Namibia and the entire show. What was it like? I know how hectic it can get, but I need your version of things.
My journey towards Miss Namibia, I think I just auditioned. I just went to audition. To be honest, I didn't even want to go to the auditions. I don't know if it was you that I called or someone, but I was like, I'm just gonna go and just go, bro. You know how in the industry, it's just like, just go, bro. If it happens, it happens. Because I've been to so many auditions in my life, and I was just like over auditioning. Even if I was going, I knew probably I wouldn't get the job, so I was just gonna let me just go audition for myself. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, it is what it is. So when I went to the auditions, I didn't really think much about it. I just went to the audition, and I auditioned. A week thereafter, or 2 weeks thereafter, I'm being called, come to NBC, we have a meeting. So, okay, what's the meeting about? They didn't even disclose what the meeting was about. So I ended up going to the meeting just to find out then in the meeting that I got the gig and the show is on Saturday. So everything was happening really fast. I remember just calling people, give me a look. I remember just rehearsing my lines. I also didn't have enough time to prepare, but I think that's what made that particular show so fun for me. I had so much fun on the prelim stage because I was not prepared. Everything, I was sort of just swinging it. I was just going through my lines. And if I forgot something, which you will
always forget.
If you are on a big stage, you will always forget. I was just like swinging everything. Fast forward 2 months later, we're in Ongwediva. We did the big stage. Very fun, very nerve-wracking. Everyone is there. Everyone is watching. But I think we are born for a time such as this. We are made for these stages. At least for me, I'm made for these stages. So, and it was a great experience. It was a very, very good experience. I think it's every presenter's dream to be on such a big platform.
I always say Miss Namibia is one of the biggest platforms.
It's the only big stage. Currently, it's the only big stage in Namibia. There is no Namas. There is no other stage. It's just Miss Namibia.
No, it's true.
There are other stages, but like not to the magnitude of Miss Namibia. Like, of course, you have the Simply Use, you have the DSTV Content Creators Awards, but those are not to that. They are not national. Miss Namibia is a national thing.
People are watching you from all corners of the country.
Everyone comes together. Is a unifying moment for all Namibians. That's the only time Namibians will be watching TV together at the same time and having the same conversation.
No, 100%. Now, I remember when I did it first, I did the red carpet. And the year after that, I did the main stage. People assume that I would have been maybe not necessarily well prepared, but I would not have been as nervous to do the main stage because I did the red carpet the year before. But for me, my nerves were, I think because I was in Luderitz, it was a little bit colder, so you would not see my sweat, but I was so nervous. You know, I felt the way Beyonce says she feels before she does a show, because she mentioned that she also gets really, really nervous before a show. What was it like for you, and how did you deal with your nerves?
Funny enough, I wasn't nervous for the main stage, but I was extremely nervous
for the prelims.
Okay. But what I've realized with being nervous is that for me, when I'm extremely nervous, that's when I kill it. When I'm not nervous, it's not that I mess up, it's just not my 100 performance.
100%.
And it's something that you cannot control. You can't control whether you're going to be nervous now, whether you're going to kill it or not. You can have prepared all your life and still mess up. So I have a lot of grace for anyone who does anything in the public eye.
Yes,
I have
100%.
a lot of grace. If you just stand up and you go and model, I respect your craft because it's not easy. Yeah.
Mine was actually the opposite, because with the prelims, I was more nervous, but it ended up being such a fun show.
Same
You
for
get?
me. Yeah. Prelims was so fun.
Yeah.
I think prelims is so chilled.
Yes, it's
and
so chill.
we assume people are not watching prelims. That's why maybe you go on stage and you are carefree.
Yes.
But people actually do watch the prelims.
100%.
So, but for me, prelims it's fun. It's short. Imagine talking for 3 hours.
What was your tip or tricks during the time when obviously something had to change in that moment? What happens in your mind for you to switch and say, okay, this is what I need to do now?
No, but luckily for me, I've been doing TV for a long time.
Yeah.
So I can sort of listen and talk at the same time. You know, sometimes when I'm like this on stage,
Yes.
I'm not really nodding to the audience. I'm nodding to my producer or my director who's talking in my ear.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, okay, AINA, acknowledge who. And then I'm like,
Yes.
and then I'm waiting for my next presenter to stop talking so that I can actually
100%.
do what I was told before I get into the next
Yeah.
thing. So it's an art of listening and talking at the same time, and also not being thrown off.
Yes.
Just be aware of your environment. I think also that's the advice that I always give to myself. You're on stage, be aware of your surrounding. I wish I was more aware on stage.
Okay.
I was aware, but like, you know, things are happening.
There's a lot going on.
A lot is going on.
That you cannot control.
That you
as
cannot
well.
control.
Yeah.
So some things you will miss, but it's also important to just be in the moment.
Yeah.
Do not be focused so much on remembering your lines. But then if you don't remember your lines, you will mess up.
Yeah.
So you just have to bring a balance. But just be aware of your environment. Know that at any moment, you might hear a voice in your ear. Know that at any moment, somebody might fall on stage, and it's your job as a presenter to make that moment seamless.
Yeah.
Know that at any time, an audience can scream something ugly at you, and it's your job as a presenter to not react negatively to that. But you are human, so you're going to react. It's just to be aware of what is happening. Yeah.
I think what works for me also is having keywords in my mind. You know, I'm not one of those presenters that know how to go off a script necessarily.
Same. I can freestyle, but let me freestyle the things that are changing in the moment. That's how I like to work. I don't want to now go and freestyle everything on stage, because that's how we as presenters make a lot of mistakes, because you're already under pressure to perform. You're already having 1 million people looking at you. You can't be making up things then and there on stage. The things that you must make up are the things that you are being told that are changing instantly when you're on stage. So me, when I go on stage, I'm always rehearsed. Like, I always know, even with my angles, when I turn this side, it's not unintentional. It's intentional, because I know my camera is here. I know if I look here, my camera is there. Everything for me is rehearsed. And that's why most of the time it's easy for me to work on these big stages, because I know sort of what to do, and it's because it has been planned. I can't just go and do unnecessary movements, because everyone is watching.
What if you find yourself in a position where, let's be honest, we are in the Namibian industry where some productions are really not well controlled or well organized. Where you don't have time to rehearse, you don't even have a script per se, you just have somebody telling you, oh, this is what's happening next, go. What do you do in those situations?
I always rehearse on my own.
Okay.
I will never, like, if you give me a rundown for the show,
what's happening,
okay, this, after this is this, after this is this, I will rehearse on my own.
Okay.
There is never a day where, even on Miss Namibia stage, the reason why I wasn't reading is because I already knew in my head. I already rehearsed my lines. I know the only things I was freestyling are the things my director was saying to me in that moment. Everything else, I knew what I was going to say. It was rehearsed. That's why I think a lot of people were saying, you speak so well. Everything is just flowing. Everything is rolling off your tongue. It's because it's rehearsed. I'm not making it up then and there. Because if I was making it up then and there, I would have been
Yeah.
the English would have also disappeared. Yeah.
But I believe there are those presenters that are able to sort of not make it up as they go, but once they have, like I said, like a keyword in their minds, they know how to structure sentences, and they know
Yes.
how to make the show lively and fun and stuff. So I think what's important is for somebody to find what works for them. You know,
Yes.
because you do great with the way you do it. You know, you are a great presenter, and you are well put together, and it's very evident that you're well put together. You know, then you find those people that you would not even believe that they actually did not even really rehearse, but they're just so good. You know.
Yeah.
Somebody that I can say that is also like that I've worked with is Adriano, for example. He's very good with throwing him into the wild, and he'll be able to just move and do what needs to be done. You know, he's one of those people. So I think whoever it is that is at home that wants to do the same thing, just find what works for you.
It's
also, it's
important,
very
yeah.
important. Find yourself what you are comfortable with, and also just like who you are in general. Now, you mentioned earlier on that you were one of the people that would go to many auditions over and over and over, and hardly ever made any. That's a very inspiring story, because to come from so many no's to one big yes, what was that journey like for you, and how did it make you feel in the moment every time you went on, and what made you say, I would continue pursuing this until I get that yes? And your yes was a Miss Namibia stage.
I don't think I'm bothered like that by stuff.
Okay.
I take life very easily. I think one of my greatest traits is that I'm resilient.
Okay.
I can do one thing a million times and not feel and not give up. I'm not one to give up easily. And also, I just don't take it personally if I don't get the gig last year and the year before. I'm not like, yeah, oh,
They don't like me.
well, they don't like me. Why they're not taking me? I'm not like that. I don't hold grudges like that.
Okay.
Like if I want it, I will always go for it.
Yeah.
And that's how I've been going to audition, because I never took it personal. It has nothing. It never had anything to do with me,
Yeah.
but the people that were selected. So if you don't like me today, that's fine. Maybe it's just not my time, or maybe we have different preferences, and there are so many talented presenters. I am not entitled to think I'm the only talented presenter in this country. So I wouldn't be upset if you got the gig over me.
Yeah.
On some, I've auditioned 10 times. Why did Lena get it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's just what makes me think I'm more talented than Lena.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's how I've been going. Also, I've always known that I was born to be a presenter. To this day, I still know and I still believe that this is where I am supposed to be. A friend of mine, funny enough, was telling me at the prelims, she was sitting to a lady, and this lady, when I came on stage, told everyone at the table, she's meant to be on that stage. She's meant to be on these stages.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what I've always believed.
Yeah.
So it's not a thing of, oh, I've gone to so many auditions. Why am I not? I know I'll make it.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I know I'll make it. Maybe not
today or tomorrow.
Maybe not today or tomorrow. Maybe not to the BETs, but I know in my hearts of hearts, in my mind of mind, I know I'll make it. I know I'm born for these big stages. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And when it happened, like, going to so many auditions and getting Miss Namibia, yes. Funny enough, since last year, I think when I did the DSTV Content Creators and the CPU, I wrote it down, and I've been affirming it. I've been saying I'm a Miss Namibia 2025 presenter. So when it happened, I was not shocked. Because I was expecting it. Just like I'll do it for the next 5 years. I'm not going to be shocked if they call me again. Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, I have been living a very delusional life myself. Where when I say delusional, I mean the affirmations, the manifesting, all of that. And I walk in that as well. If I'm walking in the streets, the same way you said that, and I said you look like a superstar, and you said you are a superstar. I think the words are very powerful. Your tongue is powerful. Everything you tell yourself, everything you say about yourself, the way you look, the way you enter a room, the way you address things, you address yourself is very important. And later on, everything connects, everything starts becoming seamless for you because you show up as that person. You showed up as a Miss Namibia presenter, you showed up as whoever it is that you want to show up as, and it comes and it attracts who you are. Do you believe in divine timing though?
I don't, to a certain extent.
Okay.
I believe in preparation. You can't wait for the perfect time when you're not prepared, because that time will pass you by.
Okay.
Because you are not ready for it. You know, in life, there are kairos moments. This is now from a spiritual point of view. Even the Bible says there's a time for everything. There's a time for one to be born, one to die. So even in our life, in our careers, there's a time for everything. There's a time for you to make it. There's a time for you to get a job. There's a time for you to get that opportunity that you've always been wanting. So divine timing is there. It's a set thing already there. But if you are not ready for that time, if you have not prepared for that time, it will pass you by. So I don't know now when the divineness come in,
attaches and
if
links.
you have passed it. So that's why I'm saying partially I do believe in that, but so I just believe in being ready for something, because it can be for you, but if you're not ready for it, you will miss it, or it will happen for you.
I was going to say you could easily get it, but
Yes.
then there's no longevity with it, because
look at it like this, at the one-time wonders, somebody will make an album and it will blow up, and then
they were not ready for the fame.
They were not ready for the
everything.
fame. They were not ready for the career,
the money, everything around it.
And then it goes down the drain. And then that person is no longer the star they were supposed to become. It's because sometimes it's because you are just not prepared for it. Or sometimes it came too early for you and you were not ready. And if you are not ready for stuff, that's why it's important to be in alignment.
Okay.
You have to be in alignment.
How do we become in alignment?
I don't know. I'm very spiritual. Okay. I don't know for people who are non-spiritual, but like
let's speak to the spiritual people.
For you to be in alignment, I think you have to pray.
Okay.
You have to pray and you have to fast. You have to deliberately say that, God, if I'm not ready for this door, close it. God, if this is going to, yes, I want to be a star, but if being a star is going to put me in, all these shady businesses, I'm going to end up being this person that I'm not supposed to be. Take me out of it. It will always happen when God wants it to happen for you, if you are a child of God. And if He doesn't want it to happen for you, it will not happen. So that's alignment. Alignment also comes with the work that you do. You can't be praying to get a driver's license, but you've never read the book. You've never gone to driving classes. Alignment would mean that you must
yourself in those.
Do the work also on your own. Go to the driving classes, read your book every day. Like that, you are sort of preparing yourself for that which you are asking for. And so that when it comes, it happens seamlessly. That's alignment for me.
Okay, perfect. Clock it. Now, I grew up a very quiet child, very shy.
Well, I'm still quiet. I don't know why people think I'm like talkative. My personality on air is really not my personality in real life. And people meet me every day. I'm like, this sexiest of this, like, yo! I'm like, show me, why are you getting so much
energy? No, actually, while we're on that, please tell them your tagline for people who are seeing you for the first time. Yes, we need that tagline. Is the best tagline in the Namibian history of taglines.
And everyone always wants to say it. Hey? Yes. Every other presenter I've been with, they want to introduce me. Oh my gosh, it's RAIZA, the sexiest.
And the only reason I haven't done is because I don't really know.
It's properly. Not like that. Why are you guys always fighting?
Because it's beautiful.
And I'm just like, yo, Chomi.
Please
and
tell
some
us
of them
the
say, RAIZA. No, Chomi, it's not like that. But now I don't want to be a diva and must be like, no, Chomi, let me just introduce myself. Because people will be offended. I swear, everyone wants to say it. But I don't say it anymore. Because I feel like now I'm too old for it, and I'll tell you why. It's a bit suggestive. So that's why I don't say it anymore. I'm just like, with age you grow, man.
It's suggestive because of the messed up world we live in these days.
Exactly,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
It's very suggestive. So I don't say it anymore, and
Okay.
I don't even want people to say it anymore, because
Okay.
that was for a particular show, and that
Yes.
show doesn't happen anymore.
Okay.
So now I just go by AINA RAIZA.
Okay.
But now every time I'm elsewhere, people know me for that, and people want to introduce me
Yeah.
as that.
Okay.
I don't say don't introduce me, but like that. But it's just something.
You don't identify with it as much anymore.
Yeah, not that I don't. I just don't care for it anymore.
Okay,
I easily
okay.
grow out of things. Yeah.
Okay, before I let you go, what would you like to be remembered for?
Just as somebody who really showed up.
Yeah.
I want to be remembered as somebody who showed up not only for myself but for others as well. So I always try to share the little that I have, with everyone. I try to put other people on. I try to just be a decent human being.
Yeah. Okay. I also just want to say to you, I think you're doing amazing. I've obviously known your journey from way back when you've also had the days like any other human being where you felt like giving up, but you continued striving. You continue to where you are today. You're doing amazing in the line of work that you're in. Every single day you wake up and you're trying to conquer and you're trying to be a better version of yourself. So I think you should continue doing it, and only to bigger and better from here on.
Thank you, sweetie. I will definitely see you at the top.
Yes, 100%. And thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say to people watching?
No, man, book me.
Yes, book.
Book me. What are you waiting for? Just book me.
Yeah.
I'm always available. I travel. I can come to you in the north, can come to you in the coast. Just book, bruh.
All corners of Namibia.
Yeah, ask for my rate card.
Yeah.
I do influencing, I do emceeing, I do television presenting. Everything that you want me to do, I can do. Just book. Request for the rate card. Yeah. Influencers, marketers, please book me. I'm now an influencer. I'm now in that space. You know what I've learned, ne? You actually have to ask for opportunities.
You have to.
Because closed mouths
don't get fed. 100%.
So
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. That was AINA RAIZA Kueyo. I'm sure you were inspired by the conversation just as much as I was. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. For myself, Lena Shipwata. Until next time, bye.